to Octoberfest.
You want to get him off the rails? You want to keep him going? Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Flavors, please
All right,
give me the
Cola,
flavors.
Diet Cola,
Root beer,
root beer,
orange.
orange, ginger ale,
And there was one more. 1, 2, 3, 4,
and
5.
Sprite.
Oh, a Spritey type
The
lemon
Spritey
lime.
thing. Yeah, the lemon lime Spritey thing. Okay, and then I'm gonna get 2 other flavor syrups. Okay, we don't need that much because you're not gonna use a ton of cherry and you're not gonna use a ton of vanilla.
Yeah,
I
will.
bet you use a lot of vanilla.
I want Shirley Temple.
Okay,
The
well,
cherry.
but anyway, so we're gonna have those other flavors that are additives to like a cola or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a way to run a long hose to the container
From
What
what?
do you mean? What container?
from the pump? Is there a
No.
way to run?
No. No, because what happened is each one of these pumps, you'll see them when I show you, I got them outside.
Remember friendly stuff?
Each one of those pumps, when you do one pump, it's 1 ounce.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
From the bottom of the pump.
Which pump? We talking about for the syrup or we talking?
John's trying to hide the container.
Can you run a long hose?
No. It's a straw. You're not gonna, if you run a long hose, you won't have the suction to suck
Okay.
up, an ounce worth of liquid.
So if I mount them under the bar, they're going to take up almost the whole bar.
No, they won't.
The gallon jug
Yeah.
is that? And how many flavors do you have?
Are you pulling right from the
6.
jug?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we got the containers that look cool.
No, you can't do that. Yeah, here's why you can't, okay? In order for me to get those like soda jerk pump containers or whatever, right?
Yep.
They hold, the largest one that I can buy, and I can buy in a thing of 6, they're 1 quart each. You know how many times they're gonna be refilling that all day?
All day.
Right?
Yeah. So it's got to be like quick to change them.
Yeah, I get it, but it also got to look. It's got to have an
I know.
aesthetic.
So my thinking was to build a small box and mount it underneath the bar towards the back
Yeah.
here. Cut a little hole and have the pump sitting here because you got to be able to get the cup under it.
Mhm.
Right.
So imagine this is the back side of the bar, like a cola squirt right here, and then the fountain will be mounted in the bar
Yeah.
over here, right? But now, so you're saying it's a gallon jug, right? So that's what, 8 inches across?
Yeah, maybe
Okay, so how many flavors you got?
6,
So
8, if you count the vanilla and the,
so you're talking almost 5 feet just of running the flavors across.
yeah, and you're an 8-foot bar.
Why don't you
So that's
bring
what I
them
said. So it's
all,
spread almost across the whole bar.
bring all the containers to John's house, and either 2 of you or 3 of you can get together and just hash it out design, because you have everything
yeah, we
right
can- I can-
there,
Yeah.
instead of guessing.
No, it's not guesswork. I mean, but I'm just saying there might be physical limitations here to this.
I don't.
You can only push them so close together.
I actually think that what you wanna do, I think you wanna go the whole length so that we can add as many flavors as we want. Right? Just fill it right up.
You need a place for a tip jar and, the cashier. Even if it's just a little area for a cash,
Yeah, no, they're not going to take up the.
Yeah.
It's just going to take up space in the backside of the bar. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
And they're going to wind up running across the walls of the bar.
Yeah.
Give me your stuff. Give me the stuff after the meeting.
Okay, well, we have it up there. So we'll send it home with you.
really.
The other thing so my original thought that I had mentioned to you was to build a box above the bar, but you're saying the jugs are
They're
too
high,
tall. Yeah.
it's about that tall. Picture like a gallon of milk. The top of the container's that high, and then when you have the squirty thing,
On top of it,
you
right.
know, right?
That might not be bad though.
Yeah, I
You're
can
just
see.
gonna have to play with it.
The thing I'm a little bit worried about with that many flavors and gallons of jugs hanging at the bar is it is an 8-foot span, and it's already got some sag in it. So now as you're like pressing down, the weight of it is gonna sag more than you're pressing down.
Reinforce it with something
Yeah,
under
I
it.
mean, I might need to. It's already, yeah, it's getting cumbersome. The design in the bar is getting cumbersome. It's already heavy. Top's heavy.
We've got other things to say, so, right.
Have we,
Yeah, we've been trying to move away from heavy.
have we decided where we're putting it? Because there was difficulties. We
Yes.
have we have the hose that's needed.
I got 100-foot drinking water hose, yeah? And it's meant for campgrounds, high pressure, so it doesn't matter if you put 100 pounds per square inch through it, and it'll take it. But, I walked around the post office looking for outdoor spigots. They're all on the other side of the building. They're all on the far side, from the, precinct court side. Or there is one right aside of the door of the senior center. That's the closest one to us. It's more than 200 feet from where we wanted to put, and you don't want to run it longer than a 100-foot hose, you know. So that leaves only two choices. Either we ask Rhoda to get water, okay, or we put it in front of the library.
Let's just go path of least resistance for this year and do it in front of the library, and we'll reassess next year.
Yeah, that would be the easiest, cleanest way. It'll also allow more of us to keep an eye on it,
Yeah.
you know, because it's brand new to us, we don't really know what to expect. So it's kind of central, we'll all be able to watch what's going on over there, jump in and, you know,
Yeah.
debug it.
Now, we also, and on the lawn in the front, and the sidewalk, you have the Friends of Library setting up, but you've got the whole side available, and you've got the sidewalk in front of them that's available. So however you wanna run the house.
There was a time, the last time that we had,
This should be a good time.
the last time that we had Wild Bill's there, the little Wild Bills, remember he came with that, he was
Yep.
in front of the library.
He was on the sidewalk in the front.
Yeah.
That was a disaster.
I put lag screws into the bottom so you
Mhm.
can level it. You got 5 inches worth of leveling on
Oh, cool.
all 4 corners.
Good.
I have 2 people, a mother and daughter team that are willing to put some hours in at the Soda Jerk. And I asked, well, what hours do you want? And they said they will fill in. And you were working with Liam.
Got 5 people so far. I told you I had it handled.
So we don't need them there. We can use these 2 volunteers elsewhere then. Okay.
Okay, so
Great.
you got volunteers to run it.
So 3 people. One,
3?
One
Yeah.
taking money and 2 pouring.
Okay. Yeah. Is there enough room for
Are
that?
they gonna
It's an 8-foot bar.
are they gonna wear the Soda Jerk uniform?
Yes, get them. Get the Soda Jerk uniform and wear them. So if we're gonna do that, then we'll probably try to get a 6th.
Right, Tony? 1 taking money, 2 pouring?
Well,
That
yeah,
could
if
work
people order it.
nicely,
One
yeah.
taking money, 2 pouring, 3 on shift.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's start at 10. Is that what we said?
10 to 4, yep.
Oh, my neighbor, so the plan for the bar is to paint all white,
Okay,
like, you know,
yep.
White.
40s retro, whatever, I don't know, silver,
50s.
50s. And my neighbor is gonna paint on the front old-fashioned soda
Oh, okay, all right.
in like a 50s retro font. She's got a projector, so we're gonna project it on there,
Oh,
and she's
awesome.
gonna paint it, so.
That's
that-
very cool.
Old-fashioned soda, does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned and so big soda?
Could you do sody pop?
No. I mean, she could, but I'm not, no.
No? Can't do
She's
that?
willing to do this, so we'll just,
Old-fashioned soda.
yep, that'll work. That'll look fantastic.
Soda or cola?
Soda.
Soda.
All right.
He just said he has ginger ale. That's false advertising, I don't wanna get sued.
And if you're from the south, it's old-fashioned pop.
That's why I said sody pop, so if anybody
Ooh.
comes.
Sody pop.
Sody pop.
Okay.
Next,
Next, vendors.
We are
Oh,
up to,
hold on,
oh,
hold on,
sorry,
hold on,
sorry.
hold on.
Oh, I know how many vendors we have, cause
That's
Tony,
for-
Tony sent that to me
Keith,
in an email
That's the who?
Keith, went
after
on
the
his
last
card.
meeting.
You wanna, in his
Oh,
car?
we got more.
On his
Oh,
card.
wait,
His
no,
card?
So
that's right,
reimburse
that
him.
email
You have to
didn't
fill out
come.
one of these.
That's fine.
It was with the email that said what we're doing new this year.
I'll get
That
paid.
also didn't come. Yes, I wanna get paid.
Fill it out. What? Are you serious?
That's not cool.
How much is he asking for?
This seems like a conflict of interest.
Mary, there was a message on Facebook that came through about a vendor. She wanted to know if it was too late to apply. I said no, but send it in as soon as possible.
Yep.
And then I also, she had a request about
Oh, I'm
sharing
sorry.
sharing a vendor space with her friend.
I don't care.
Just said make a note of it in the application that
Yep.
you would take care of it.
Yep. I haven't heard anything, so I'm waiting for that.
That was this morning, so.
Yep, okay.
Should come in.
So while you're signing that, we have another, that must have come from Keith, an email regarding the rib contest. So I answered that one. So we already have one. If that person comes along, that would be two. But as of what came
That's it.
in our Octoberfest box here, we are up to 90 vendors already.
Hold on, can we back up to the rib contest here?
Yeah.
Do we have a threshold?
Yeah, well, we were kinda talking about that.
Cause it's already a subsidized event.
Yeah, there's gonna have to be, a minimum number of contestants, like if we have one or two, we kinda can't run the contest, because it's not really a contest.
I would say 6, or what's the cap, 8?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy with 5.
I would
I
say
would-
no less than
No less than
five, but no
5 or
more.
6, something like that.
Yeah.
Want me to sign that?
Did we reach out to the people who participated last time?
Yes, I did. I sent them all emails. Haven't heard anything. No more than how many? 8?
I think 8 was the cap, if I
Okay.
remember.
I thought, no, we said 16. and-
Yeah,
and-
Oh, 16
Yeah.
is the cap.
Yeah, no,
You
the
couldn't
caps.
Fit 16.
Yeah, yeah.
We said,
Oh.
all of the things that said we cut it off at 16, no more than 16.
Okay.
I mean,
No less than 5, no more than 16.
we need
Okay.
more than 5 people.
I have to sign that
No,
when
5
you-
would be
Yes, I
enough
know.
in
Right.
that
Okay.
area to
Okay.
create smoke and make it look cool, but yeah, no, believe me, I mean, the,
We're on a chopper block here.
no, I know. It's like every time I ask for an update, oh yeah, can you send us the flyer? Flyer that I sent you 3 times already?
Oh, aren't you used to that by now? Welcome to my world.
Here?
You're signing for your own receipt, John?
No, it's
No,
under Keith's card.
Actually, his,
Oh,
John spends Keith's money, which is cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll do that for you, Keith. You can buy me a fancy
Yeah, well,
one.
actually, you can sign this one.
Yours is too big
What's
though.
this? Prizes? My wife has volunteered to take care of the prize.
Yep, and we'll
Checklist.
go over how to do that. I was not prepared to teach you how to do that today, because there are little tickets that have to be done for the cashiers and stuff, so I will bring them next time,
Okay.
all right? And then we'll spend some time showing you how to do it, and then it's easy.
Sure.
Yeah, time consuming. Am I missing one? Oh, it's,
Did you bring the seltzer?
did I bring what?
The seltzer? You said you brought everything.
I brought
The seltzer?
seltzer?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
spigot?
Yes.
Seltzer, okay.
Yes, I brought all of the things that you would use to set up the bar. Okay, except for the,
I don't know what that
Syrup.
is.
but I do have one half
Yeah, half cap.
half gallon with the pump, so you'll know the height.
Kind of stuff.
Okay.
So
That's
it's-
the height's the same?
Wow.
The height's
Are
exactly
you
the same as a
doctor?
gallon, it's just that the girth is different.
my bank account says you do.
Okay.
My bank account is happy until I have to spend money.
Okay, so we got 90 vendors so far.
At this, right now,
At
we
this
have
time.
90 vendors and we
Yeah,
still
that
have
means-
3 more weeks to go. I'm very excited.
Yeah, that means that we're gonna be putting vendors, when we line this up, we're gonna be putting vendors on Pleasant Street.
So how many spots do we have left?
As many as we can go around the corner, up and around Pleasant Street.
Yeah.
15-ish. Right, 15-ish
What,
spaces left
on Pleasant Street?
total.
Oh, I don't know,
What's our capacity?
because we haven't really.
We never
we
reached
never,
it.
we never really.
So
we-
I don't
well,
know.
We never really used Pleasant Street, at the upper end of Pleasant Street before, so my guess is that there's 10 or 15 up there, maybe.
What's the most we've ever had?
I remember we had 92, but then almost every year, not everyone shows up for whatever reason. Their
Yeah.
car broke down, they don't have help, or whatever.
Or
It's so.
it starts raining at 6 o'clock or whatever.
Oh,
How
I
many
get
do you
yelled at.
typically, how many do you expect, how many more vendors do you expect to get in between in the next 3 weeks?
10 to 15.
The way it's been working, oh yeah,
10 to 15?
that wouldn't surprise me,
So this, we're gearing up for the biggest event ever.
Yeah.
ever.
Vendor-wise,
Yeah.
Well,
not road competition-wise.
Tony, hay bales, are we needing hay bales for stage?
We
Yes.
are, how many hay bales?
per,
100?
Normally, okay, normally we get,
We decorate all the stages too with them, right?
normally I get 20 hay bales.
are we doing anything more up?
We don't really, do we,
Stage
we
C?
have put hay bales down the goodness store one before, right?
Yes, we always do.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
every year. Yeah.
Okay.
We always
Two-
put maybe
2 or 4 or
four
something.
down
Yeah,
there to
yeah.
give it a little bit of ambiance.
Yeah.
So, but we also need to put some up at stage C
Yeah, how many?
more because we're setting up on the floor, on the ground. We're setting up
More.
Yeah, that's what I'm laughing at. How many more you need? More.
more. I mean, 20 to
8?
26.
25.
20,
Let's do it, like, even at 5, like 25.
26.
So you're only adding 5 more?
You want to add 6 more, it's not
Well,
5
yeah,
more, you want
because-
6 more.
Yeah, because I don't want an odd number on my stage.
Okay, then why don't you get like 27, because one of them's gonna break.
27 then, please. 27.
It doesn't hurt to have an extra. We could always place it somewhere for decorations.
Okay.
So we're doing 20.
We're doing 30 hay bales.
30 bales.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
How about mums and corn stalks? I can ask Whittier's if they'll do corn stalks for us.
Okay.
They've donated 2 years ago.
Will you be able to go pick up?
John spends
well,
half his paycheck
let's-
there.
Let's discuss this part. Am I gonna have you any time on that Friday?
I can't do it.
No, that's my busiest weekend of the year. Like, I shouldn't even be doing Octoberfest. Like, it is
I can
super,
I
super
after-
scheduled.
I can throw something at you from here.
after work.
No,
Like 4 p.m.
it's starting to get scary.
4?
p.m. I can come after work,
Okay.
do something, but I can't take a day off.
Christina, Brett Argyle is volunteering some help day of and day before.
Who is that?
So if you can get the list of Brett Argyle, if you can get a list of, that's one of the things that I still need from you is the list of,
Yeah, we're gonna hash that out tonight
List
and
of
tomorrow.
chores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Friday,
I have
John,
one, and I've given it to you before.
After 4.
not this year.
All right.
Huh?
So
You don't
we're.
Not
remember?
this year.
Not this year. But
Whatever happened to our friend who came a week or so before and started pitching and helping out? He spent so much time in Florida.
Big Dave?
No.
I have to call Dave Brannigan.
The nice, quiet guy who I think he maybe spent half the year in Florida and then.
Me,
You remember who I'm talking about?
Dave St. George.
He repainted our spinning wheel for us.
yeah. He's like retired and in Florida. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
So that's all I
Rick?
have to do to get.
Yeah.
That was Rick.
that
He
was-
moved. He came from Las Vegas. He moved back to Vegas.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so
Yeah,
we're gonna
he's
need
gone,
mums and we're going to need some pumpkins.
Alright, so I'll reach out to Whittier's for the corn stalks,
Okay.
but they need to be picked up.
What about the mums and pumpkins? Where do they come from?
Mary always makes them up here.
Let me work my magic again. Alright, I will try,
You can't get away Friday.
alright, I will try to get us
I
some
could try, but
mums and wolves and
Could you pick up corn
pumpkins.
stalks?
where?
Whittier's.
At some point on Friday, probably.
Okay, anything else with vendors?
Where else can we reach out to for mums besides, Fatmas? Just so we're not always zeroing in on the same businesses.
I mean, it's good PR for them. They do.
Okay. Okay.
How many corn stalks did we get?
I like to use some of those in the beer garden too.
Mm-hmm.
But they bundle them.
Yeah.
It's like 10 or
No,
15
that's
stalks,
six. There's 6 to a bundle.
6 to a bundle, whatever it is. So we got a bunch, right?
Hmm? Yeah, so you're gonna want,
They go in every stage usually.
yeah, so you're gonna want like 6 bundles.
Um, let me see what I can do about taking Friday out. Let me see what I can do.
Okay,
That was fast.
all right.
Did you see
Next.
my note? I'm recommending that the committee buy impact driver or 2. for
Okay,
setup and
yeah,
practice.
you sent that to me. I don't have a problem with that. I think we should have we should have our own toolbox out there, a set of tools.
The impact drivers are so much faster than the
Yeah.
cordless drills.
Yeah, and then, but we have our own tools, we're not running around looking for something,
Mhm.
simple, it's right, all right there in the kit. We'll put it together, take it apart, done.
Some gloves maybe too.
Gloves?
Yeah. Work gloves. People moving those stages around.
You want,
Don't go there.
Forklift.
I'm serious about the gloves. It makes it so much easier to move the.
Think about how much easier a forklift could make
Fair
it.
enough. But or tell people to
Right.
bring gloves when they're moving the stages and the plywood around.
We're gonna need some,
Save it from
some
smudges.
trash bags and rubber gloves for cleanup. We have to see if we can get a cleanup crew.
we're gonna put one guy on trash duty all day, like normal. That really does save us a lot of work. Because if you empty the containers, okay, then, you know, they're not overflowing all over the place and get kicked all over the place, so that's what we do. We have somebody that just wanders around and empties those things all day into the dumpster that we have behind the library. Okay, so a new thing this year is I'm putting wash stations out.
Wash stations.
Yes,
Good.
yeah, I'm getting it from the same people that do the porta johns. We're gonna do wash stations, hand wash stations.
Is it worth having a stance or a statement, something about masks and vaccines?
We're gonna wait a little bit longer, find out what the latest rules are, okay, and then we'll issue that you know, a week or two before the event, you know.
Well,
Things, you know, if we make a statement now, it can change. It can change a week before the event, you know. I wanna get a little closer.
but for the Moderna and the Pfizer, it does take 2 weeks, right? Is it 2 or 3 weeks to be fully vaccinated? So if we're gonna make a statement
2 weeks
encouraging
after
people-
each shot.
If we're gonna make a statement encouraging people to get vaccinated before the event, we would do it now. Or within that window.
We
I
can't-
wasn't gonna get the vaccine, but since Octoberfest told me to, I think I will.
If that's the thing that gets 2 people vaccinated, then isn't it worth it for us to put out a statement?
So,
Like,
you can't make
not
it, you
one
can't make it
person's
a
gonna-
requirement that they're vaccinated.
No, but we can say something along the lines of strongly asking people to wear a mask if they're not vaccinated.
Yeah, we can say that we recommend that you wear a mask if you're not vaccinated. We can do that anyway.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
no, the committee doesn't need to make any position on it whatsoever. We just say, we ask that you follow the guidance from our health department.
We're following the guidance from the health department and the CDC and the local
Yeah.
officials and, you know,
And that's it.
that's it. Stay safe. You know, we recommend that you wear a mask, but, you know, or we'll have all the tools available to help keep people safe. We're gonna have, you know, hand sanitizer, you know, in common areas. We're gonna have, you know, wash stations. You know, there'll be a couple on, you know, in the main area near the food court, and there'll be a couple, you know, there'll be ones in the, you know, laboratory areas. That's all you can do, you know? There'll be hand sanitizer around everywhere. You know, we'll have some in the beer garden, we'll have some on the soda jerk table.
Yeah.
Um,
Otherwise, you get people, I thought you guys said we had to do this, and, you know, why aren't you policing it? And, no, just
yeah.
follow the town
And then we
guidelines.
you can send out a final email recommending that all the vendors bring hand sanitizer. All right?
Yeah, vendors is a little different. You can ask the
So
vendors to do
there'll be, the
whatever.
place will be swimming in hand sanitizer.
Which is great. Also not the primary form of transmission for the coronavirus.
Well,
But
but,
it makes people feel better.
yeah.
I don't wanna make people feel better, I don't wanna get people sick.
Then require everybody to wear a mask.
Or put out a statement, like most stores do, that says,
We're not a store.
If
We're not
you-
hours.
put out a sign or statement that like most businesses do, which says, if you are not vaccinated, we ask that you wear a mask. If you are vaccinated,
Okay, we
Don't
can't do that. We can say, we recommend that they wear a mask if they're not vaccinated.
sure.
Okay,
I think it's worth putting out a statement like that.
all right. I don't,
The statement has to read, follow the town guidelines.
Which is
yeah,
Yeah,
X, Y, and Z.
yeah.
fine. But the guidelines don't come from us, they originate from us, and we're,
That-
have
yeah,
nothing to do
that's
with
right.
them.
They don't come from us, we're not making up the rules, we're just repeating what everybody else is saying. All right, all of that works. So the impact drivers, gloves, trash bags, rubber gloves. That's for pickup.
Well, I have a question then. This is, as the vendors, should we have them like they've always been? Space, 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 or should there be a space, little gap, space, little gap? Just a little gap in between each, like 2 feet or something in between each vendor, or should we just do
If
what
you-
we always do?
Well, if you do that, you're gonna decrease the number of spaces on Main Street.
I get that,
Okay.
No,
Never out of space.
okay.
if somebody feels that there's not enough distance, they shouldn't go. It's gonna be a packed event.
It,
If
I
someone
don't think
feels
the
like
vendor
they-
spaces have to be spaced out, because you're talking about inanimate objects there. People should know enough not to be, you know,
Yeah. And again, so if
Yeah.
you're going to this event
yeah,
as a vendor,
yeah.
you are hoping to have personal contact with thousands of people. 2 feet in between each booth is not going to do anything. If you don't feel safe being in that contained of an area, you should not go. If you do not feel safe being in close contact with people, you should not be a vendor. If you feel like you need to take extra precautions and wear a mask, 3 masks, do whatever makes you feel good.
Mhm.
But it is a large, crowded event. If we don't feel safe putting that on, we shouldn't be doing it.
Okay. That was a rant. All right, so that was it with vendors. What are we doing with entertainment?
John's gonna juggle.
Do I have a schedule? When am I gonna be able to do a program? 2 days before
October 3rd.
Octoberfest?
October 3rd. We'll get you some info, you can start roughing stuff in.
Yeah. I do have, especially seeing as how sometimes I have to get creative with, with bios and that type of stuff, because, yeah. I got a program to put together that's got a lot of stuff on it. I'm talking about a cake. Let's talk about that for a second.
John and I'll have
The
some
cake-
idea by
The
Friday.
cake is 3 o'clock, right?
Yep.
All right. Dance Sensations, because she reached out and wanted to know, when's my schedule? When am I performing? Well, we know they're doing 3 o'clock, right? Because they're doing their little parade thing. She sent me a copy of the song. Right? That we're gonna blast all over, Octoberfest with our FM sound system.
No, we're not. We wouldn't do that.
Hmm?
We wouldn't do that.
Yes, we are. Mhm.
No, we're gonna do something different. But yeah, it'll be all over the place. It's probably not on an FM station.
Well, we're gonna use our FM transmitter, and Bear is gonna blast it to all of the stages like before. That's why we bought the things. You wanted to actually try this out this weekend, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
so
gotta get them to me. Did you bring them?
I did not bring those, I forgot to bring those. So
Okay.
I will have to get it to you before then.
Okay.
Alright, so, you'll need the FM transmitter and 1 receiver. I have 3 of them, but you only need 1.
You're paying for the whole seat. You'll only need the edge.
Alright?
Yeah, they'll need one.
Okay, and then you can test it out, play with it, and then supposedly this one will, this one has a little better electronic connections and stuff on the back, so it'll, probably gonna work better. A lot more power. Alright, so I will get that to you, when do you need it, Friday or Saturday?
Yeah, you have 4 Saturdays. I'll need
Before
Friday.
Saturday. Oh, I will make sure you get it before Saturday.
Okay.
Alright.
If, yeah, that's super bonus points if you get it to me tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So what do I get? What do I get to trade in?
I get,
I'll call a marker. Okay, you owe me something.
I get to
John Wick?
test it more thoroughly.
Alright, so I will try to get it to you tomorrow.
We have to go out to Hannaford's anyway.
Okay.
Order an Eagle Court of Honor
Let me
cake.
just drop it off at your house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Put
put it in
it
the
in.
milk box.
Just in the milk box?
Yep.
No more delivery? You don't have milk delivery?
No, keep it nice and cool.
There you go.
You don't want it to get too hot.
Alright,
So let me go back to Dance Sensations. Weren't they performing besides the parade?
yes,
At
they're
3.
doing the parade at 3 o'clock, okay, that's gonna bring them up to, okay, the cake. And then they're gonna stop at the cake, we're gonna do the cake ceremony at 3. Okay.
How is,
But
how's
before
Dr.
that,
Fist
they're gonna do a morning parade,
That's
and they're
great.
gonna do some kind of performance, right?
They're doing a morning parade?
Yep,
Morning parade.
yep.
When were you gonna tell us that?
I did last time. You said, oh, okay, and we were just planning on when we were gonna do the time.
There's a morning parade? First I've heard of it.
I don't remember.
Tony.
it. I remember us talking about that.
Morning parade?
Keith had
Yeah.
mentioned,
What time?
you
I
had
don't know,
mentioned
10?
that they
Morning.
were performing
11?
twice besides the parade at 3
I thought we were
at
doing
the
a stage
Goodness Store
performance.
stage.
Well,
That's-
they knew that they were doing that, a stage performance.
So they're doing a stage performance and 2 parades?
Yeah, well, one of them at 3 o'clock.
All right. Well,
You're killing me.
right. So. Okay.
Honestly, Tony, this is the first any of us have heard of this.
I knew we were doing a performance.
Yeah,
I knew we were doing a parade at 3. I did not know we were doing a parade in the morning.
yeah.
We do not have it on our
We mentioned
schedule.
it, we mentioned it. Okay.
Killing me.
Do you have, why, you have that stage completely filled up?
No, but we plan the stages to work together in
Yeah.
harmony. And when you
Very harmonious.
stop, when you do a parade, we have to stop what we're doing.
Ooh.
I thought it was the parade at 3 and 2 performances that they were doing.
Yeah, they were gonna perform down at the Goodness Store, not do a parade at the Goodness Store.
Okay, all right, so you wanna do 2 performances at the Goodness Store and 1 parade at 3.
Well, that's what you mentioned last time, but John wasn't here to verify.
2 performances?
I've never,
I'm
I've never
repeating
said
back what I'm
anything.
hearing.
I've never said anything about dance sensations. I have no contact
All
with
right.
them whatsoever.
Let's look at John. John,
I don't
what,
have contact with them either. Tony's been doing all the contact with them. What we
Yes,
communicated
but-
was
but-
one
alright.
performance on the stage in the morning,
Okay.
stage B.
What time?
Do you have the schedule handy, Keith? Sometime in the morning on stage B.
Yeah, but I wanna know times.
okay,
And
he's
then,
looking.
and then a parade performance to kick off the cake
At 3.
at 3.
Okay,
Up.
what time's the stage performance?
Sorry, I just got a thing from the law that said that they think the reason people aren't signing up is because of the high cost of ribs right now. Maybe we'll make a hamburger up.
Hamburgers pretty expensive too. Chicken thighs are affordable.
Who can make the best chicken burger?
I wanna say it's like 10 or something. 10 o'clock.
Okay, so performance, stage B, 10 a.m. Okay, and how long is that, a spot?
They have a half an hour.
30 minutes. Okay, and then they do a 3 o'clock, the 3 o'clock parade for the cake, right?
Yep.
Okay, and that's it, they're
That's
done?
it.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, do you have any dead spots on stage B all day?
I don't know yet.
Huh?
I don't know yet. Probably not, in all honesty.
Yeah, I think stage B, you seem to have pretty covered. It's
I don't
stage
think
C that's dicey,
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any availability. In fact, I think if,
unless they perform at stage C.
we may wind up being overbooked on stage B. We'll see.
Right?
Want to put them at stage C? Do they want another performance?
They think they're doing 2 parades and a stage
I don't,
show.
Okay,
Why
so.
don't you just have them contact John?
Hmm?
Let's just have them contact John.
yeah. We got too many cooks in this kitchen.
How's your stage C going?
Stage C is not really a dance stage. There's no stage there. It's just the
Okay.
grass, so.
All right.
I mean, what's the impetus around having them do so much performance?
Just that they thought they were, because we, 2 weeks ago, we didn't have this stage filled up.
I mean, yeah, if you want, I can reach out to Amy if you want,
Mhm.
and I'll pick it up from here.
All right.
All right, you need to get him her contact.
Tell Amy that I'll be reaching out to her or something.
Yeah.
Right, so she's not
And I told her I wanted to see a rehearsal for what they're doing for the parade before the event. So.
Yeah, so 2 performances.
Mhm.
One in the morning at 10 for a half an hour, and they usually don't fill the half an hour.
Okay.
And then then the parade at 3.
All right. And the parade terminates, like,
At
the
meeting.
last time when they did the larger than life thing, they went around the whole event. They're only going up to the cake
Yeah.
this time, yeah.
Right, so they'll go from stage B up Main Street, stop
Mhm.
at the cake,
Yep,
and then that's it.
all right.
Uh,
She can send you a copy of the song, Celebrate, that we're blasting all over the event.
Actually, I don't need it. Bear's gonna need it.
Yeah,
What does he?
Well, you can work with her to get to where it needs to go.
What does he need, Keith, for Bear to play that over the system? What does he need? How does he need it?
I'll ask him.
Along,
It might even be if we can email it to him ahead of time. Yeah, I don't know how, you know, how much his system has changed.
Okay.
John, BVT, I don't have any forms for them or anything. I had sent an
I saw your
application.
email. I got your email about that, by the way.
mhm,
They're in. And
Okay,
we're gonna give them a vendor spot like we normally do.
yes.
So, you need a vendor form from
Well-
them?
Just for my records
Or do
and
you
then,
want-
yeah, because they're
they're
taking a
gonna be covered
space
by
or two.
insurance and everything, so.
Do you want a
so
vendor form or an entertainment form?
Do an entertainment form.
Instead of a vendor form?
Yep.
And
Yep.
we're comping them a
Yep.
vendor form.
Yep, that'll work.
I still need an application that says free, but so I have it in my records.
Yeah, and we'll,
Give them both,
Okay.
if they're will. And I had sent one to a Mr. Ledoux was the last email I had for Valley Tech, and that was a week ago, and I haven't heard anything.
You emailed them,
Mhm.
asking for what?
The application form that it was free, I just needed it for my records. Now they taking 1 or 2 sites. I know they're in the driveway,
Two
2 sites.
sites with power.
yeah, we put them in Harry's Pizza thing there and take power from there.
Keith, you were going to contact and talk with Gorilla on Main.
Oh, yep.
No, no.
Oh, yep. Definitely called. Yep, definitely no call back yet.
Oh, so they didn't call you back?
No.
Did she ever come in?
No, she didn't contact me back either.
Tony sent off an email right away after the first one, then he sent another one last week going, what? Just haven't heard from you, want to know what you're doing. We haven't heard anything.
I'm gonna call again tomorrow.
Okay.
Go ahead, go in. She's also the bartender.
Yeah, she wasn't there last time I called, so whether I was there or whether I called, she hasn't been there. But I will try, go for some of their buffalo wings. They are good.
Anything else on entertainment? I do, you know, and as much as you can give me on the schedule, so that I can at least start outlining it, so that I
Yeah.
can do, yeah. I
We'll
would
get
like-
you something by the end of the week you can start working with.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. I need to start assembling that.
Reach out to your folks for bios.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Do you remember there was a move on for a book?
Oh,
Remember
what's
the-
up with
the
that?
historical book?
Yeah.
I've been reaching out now, months ago, okay, we had handed it off to the library.
Yep.
Becky,
And,
yep.
and he had, handed it off to a couple of people that were gonna take it over, and one of them that was on that kind of little group was the guy that wrote the original. And I've been emailing, that's another one, I've been emailing. What's up with this? And
What's up
I'm
with that?
getting like no responses. So, I don't know what's up with the book. But if they don't give us a finished, draft of the book, cause I know somebody that can lay it out and print it. And, it was like gonna be like $6 a copy to print. But it can't be 2 days before the event,
Yeah, I don't know
you know? So,
If it's not put together, I don't see how it gets
Yeah.
put together at this point.
so, I don't, now, we did say that we would fund that if it was updated, remember? We
Yep.
would fund the reprint for sale, with the hope of getting, our, some of our funding back. But I don't think it's gonna make it, it doesn't look like it.
Right, that's it.
So unless we hear something this week, it's out.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. We're all set with the cake, everybody's set with that. I'm still waiting to hear back from, the guys in the other room there on who we're gonna have for distinguished guests,
Okay.
okay? We're definitely gonna have Fat Man and McKenna, but, we're looking for somebody a little bit higher up the food chain. It's a milestone for the town. We see these guys on, it's great to have them, but we see these guys like on a regular basis usually. I want somebody just a little bit,
We need to still get napkins, plates, forks
yes,
for the cake.
Yeah, it's on my list of things to do tomorrow. I gotta finish up the cake pot,
And a trash barrel really close by.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
They're gonna,
Cupcake wrappers all over.
fortunately, once that's all finished up, we're not gonna have anything to do with the cake. We just give them a spot to do, and, this team's gonna come in and do the whole thing. So we got
Super.
no involvement with that.
John wasn't here when we discussed where we were going to put the cake, so you can explain
put
where
the
your
cake-
thoughts.
I think we're gonna put the cake, right on the corner of the Jenks store lawn there.
Great,
Yeah.
sounds great,
It's a nice central spot, everybody will see it.
perfect.
Perfect. It'll be out of the way, it's gonna be easily accessible. The cake truck can come in from behind the main stage so that they can, set the cake up. They're gonna be there
By the
about
Jenks
2
store
o'clock.
under
Huh?
by the Jenks store under the sign.
Yeah. They're gonna be there about 2 o'clock, okay? They'll show up about 2-ish, and, we'll have to get them in the back there so that they can stop. And we just turn them loose and let them do what they're supposed to do.
We need to get them a table, right?
Yeah, I already have that, it's being delivered
Many
by the
tables,
table
okay.
people.
Because
Did
there's
you
gonna
get-
be a big cake.
Did you get
and all.
tables and chairs for stage C?
Yes,
Good.
yes.
Tables, tofu.
I'll check the number and make sure I have enough.
We're gonna want
And-
a table cover, whether it's plastic from the dollar store or whatever, we're gonna need a table cover.
Yeah, we're gonna need something to cover that table with.
Okay.
You got an awning for me
For,
stage C
yes,
for the sound guy?
yes.
My buddy Matt's gonna work sound up there again all day.
Oh, you don't, stage C, that's what? They only need one stage up there. Or one awning up there, they used to have 2.
I need 2. If we're gonna put one over the musicians, and then
One for the
one for the
They don't have
sound
a
guy.
stage, why should they have?
I don't feel very strongly about it, but
Depends. We'll count them up, we'll see how many I got, cause I do have quite a few of them.
the beer
So-
garden gets an awning and they don't have a
Yep.
stage, so sort of thinking the same thing,
Yeah.
right? So I need 2, one for the sound guy, one for the bands.
Yeah. But we're using one now we're gonna use one for the, soda jug thing.
I'm waiting on an act a theater company, if they perform, then we'll do the full stage B setup.
Mhm.
If they don't perform, we'll run the pared down stage.
They're not gonna have enough time to get something together.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been in motion, that's what depends, if it's in motion or not already.
That's complicated because I can't put up an awning over it unless it's the full stage.
What do we do for stage C typically?
Stage C?
In the past, what have we done? We
Okay,
have
all right.
that's,
Well, you're
A,
jumping
B,
from
C,
B to
all right.
C.
All right. We know what the big stage looks like. Forget about that one. The one that I put up in Goodness Store is the one at B. That's 4 sheets of plywood,
Mhm.
okay, with an awning that's meant to fit over that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right. I can't pare that
No,
down.
I know,
Yeah.
forget about that, I understand
Yeah.
that. Take the stage that we normally put up at the
Mhm.
Mason's Lodge.
Yeah, it's usually a 2x2, okay?
So if my theater troupe plays,
Mhm.
then we'll use the normal Harry stage
Okay,
there. If they don't play, I don't need that big stage.
okay,
Then we would take the Mason stage and move it down to Goodness.
why?
Because it's a smaller stage.
It's a smaller stage, and we don't need to use the manpower to set up and break down the big stage. And we're not using it up
All right.
at
Yeah,
Mason's
all right,
anyway.
Yeah, just not gonna tell me the day before, right?
When do you need to know?
Before I actually set them up.
Which is when, Thursday or Friday?
Well, I'd like to know like a week or two ahead of time.
Week or two?
Yeah.
Oh, you're really pushing your luck here, Tim. I'll let you know as soon as I know.
All right. As long as it's not the day.
The reality is,
Right.
when I call this place and if they've said things are in motion, then we're good, right? If they say things are not in motion, then it'll be harder. So I'll let you know.
Okay. All right. Just not the day before.
Not the day before. Not even 2 days before. I'll let you know 3 days before.
Okay. Anything else? My barrel train's done. I sent you a picture.
Yeah, so what are we gonna have to pull it with?
You.
Okay, well, we discussed, I'm still looking for something to go with.
shop.
If I don't have any luck, John has offered his
My tractor.
tractor, okay, which means you're gonna have to take off the mowing deck.
You can make me take the deck off?
Yep. I'm not gonna pull it with a lawnmower. You can pull it with a tractor, not a
I
lawnmower.
rescind my offer.
Yeah, you can't rescind your offer, you can't go back on what you said now. Okay. But I am
What if
looking
he
for.
just took the blades off? Does it make a difference?
You gotta take the mowing deck off, it all comes off in one piece.
Okay. Well, you can't have the blades on no matter what.
I have an idea.
Well, you have an idea.
I don't know.
Speak.
Not
Really?
I have tons of ideas too, if you don't let them out, then
I wish you
people don't-
would keep some more yours in.
Well, I did tell him next year, we're not making anything. The last 2 times we've made the puppets, then we made the King and more puppets. This year, we're doing the battle train. I'm like, we're done. We're not making anything next
The
year.
barrel train's cool.
It is cool. Yeah.
I don't care. We're done.
It's really
Next
cool.
year will be our 25th year at Octoberfest. I'm done.
The barrel train's cool.
I've been asking for years.
What's next?
Let's see, I forget.
He got some hats.
We got some
for-
prizes, Mary and I went and picked up some prizes, we
I'm
did a
sorry.
mailing, those are
I'm
out.
sorry.
We haven't got any of them back yet, but they've only been out less than a week.
About a week and a half,
So-
whatever, 2 weeks, so they're out there. We did get the thing back from Storyland saying you gotta go through this process online, so I tried to fill it out 3 times, and I finally said, I'm
Nope,
done.
nope,
I
she
forwarded
emailed
it to
me
him and
I
said,
filled
all
it out.
yours.
I filled it out in 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't have been that difficult.
No, I know, yeah, I get it. They do make you jump around, yeah. But,
If I was able to get a tractor, could I put a banner or something on it?
a what?
A
Yes.
banner or something on it?
Like what?
Sponsored by whoever's doing the tractor.
Yeah, like Adam and Eve or something.
No. Sponsored by Foxy Travel.
There you go. Bring it, pull it with one of your buses.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Smell of diesel on board.
What are you thinking?
I'm not sharing my
I think we
ideas
should take a
until I
tractor
know.
and we should make
Okay.
it look like a little FTI bus.
For Foxy Travel and put the 2 foxes on the front of the train.
Oh, Miles and, can't remember the other one's name.
I don't
What's
either, but
next?
it's really
What
cute.
was this name?
I don't, anybody have anything else?
I'm trying to think
think
of if
we're-
I have
I
a
think we're
vendor
done.
form from Foxy Travel. Is Tammy coming?
I don't think so.
No, you're not having a
I'll talk to her, but I don't think I have the staff to do it.
Okay.
Right now, currently, so you've got a bunch of entertainers, I only have 2 entertainment contracts.
Only 2? I'll go through my
Yeah.
emails and see.
Got a
if
bunch
we've
of
got the
paperwork
one.
to get done.
Yeah. Get him in.
I'm gonna have to pay a visit to Purgatory. Go over the
Volunteer for
logistics
that.
with those guys,
Join in, Keith.
do a little tap training. They want me to come down, they're gonna show me how to set it all up and how to bleed it and how to,
You should go to that too.
so, they're gonna show me the whole thing,
Okay.
so.
Let me know when you're going. If I can go, I'll go.
That'll be a good thing. That might even help us with the
Yeah.
soda thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
No, it's not as good as having it staffed all day. Like
It
has
won't
been
be,
in
but
years past.
they got other shows.
It just means, I know, I've said this before, it means tracking one of you guys down or you down when something breaks on it.
Yeah.
Do we
Hey.
possibly have someone that knows about this stuff? Not
Well,
you, you're
we're-
busy?
That's what,
That doesn't mind hanging around the bar all day.
You're on the beer garden.
I said not you. You're
Yeah.
busy. But I mean,
okay,
it,
well, yes, all of that, except that it's still good to have us know how to do it.
still, I agree with that, but it
Yeah.
would be nice if we had someone else who just in case, they're like an
Then-
inside bouncer
Then-
near the bar in case
Yeah,
the
so-
ladies need
So
them.
maybe, once we work this out, maybe I'll get have Rick Dagenais or somebody come with us so that we do the same thing. And he's gonna be one of the bouncers there, so that might help, that might work, okay? So he will be there anyway, all right? So I'll try to get a little crew together so we can go down there and they can show us how to react to certain things and, you know, get it flowing. We still gotta find somebody else that's gonna do, actually, I haven't heard back from the bartenders yet, because I wanted to put a request out to them. We have, because it was mentioned that they could, if we have a third person that sold like a beer ticket someplace else so that they could get in line, you know, it would move, they could just pour. But that'll affect tips if we do that. If not, the bartenders aren't handling money, it affects tips, okay?
That's a
So
good call, yeah.
I have to ask what they want. If they don't mind doing the money, then they do the money, okay? So I want their opinion first before we go that route. Right?
We need another bouncer.
Yeah. He's volunteering.
Gonna do that too? Oh, you better split yourself in 5.
Okay, that's about all I have so far. Anything else? Anybody having problems with anything?
This thing on my neck.
I think there was one meeting I actually did throw something at you.
Should do that
I
more.
wouldn't doubt it.
Okay, well, we can adjourn if somebody makes that motion.
I so move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.